Peace, love, and light, family. SEK the Homesteader here. All right, family, I wanted to talk about this. Let's talk about greenhouse covers. All right, so if you guys have been on this journey with SEK, y'all know sorry, y'all know that I got a greenhouse a year ago. So, pros and cons of the greenhouse. The greenhouse is wonderful. The structure of the greenhouse is wonderful. That's the pros of it. It's very roomy. That's another pros of it. The con of it is these weak covers that come with it. And I'm going to show you guys. When I come in a little closer, y'all can see what has happened to the cover. So this cover, it looks nice, you know, when it's all said and done. It looks really nice. But as you can see, over time, it deteriorates because of the sun. The sun literally burns it. So it's not a good quality plastic. So those that are out there that's looking to buy a greenhouse, you might want to just go ahead and buy an extra greenhouse cover that is much stronger than this plastic one. Now, one of the pros, another pros about this greenhouse cover is that it has zippers. We all like the zippers where you could go in and out of it, which is convenient. But again, it will not last. It will not last. And I think when you purchase it, like I said before, you might want to consider purchasing a strong cover that will last you about maybe 4 to 6 years. Right now, we are prepping to get the new cover on top of it, and hopefully we'll have more longevity with the new cover. But I want to go inside so y'all can see exactly. Let me get over here. And y'all see what happened here? It tears very easily. So it, like I said, it's not strong at all. So I'm going to go inside to show you guys what has been taking place over time. Okay, so y'all see here how it's, I would say, is pretty much melting from the sun. Y'all see all of this debris that comes off of it? This is what I've been dealing with. And I had to figure out a way, like, what kind of cover and what size cover I needed to get. So I was able to figure it out after I did some research and stuff. The only thing about it is it will seal in really good. That it will do. But I won't have a zipper. So what I'm going to do, let me show you guys. Y'all see that? That's from it burning from the sun. So it's not strong. But again, the greenhouse frame of it is very strong. I've been, you know, enjoying that part of it. But another thing I wanted to show you guys, when you set up your greenhouse, please put some cinder blocks down on the rails, because the stakes are not going to hold. They will loosen up, and if you're not careful, your whole greenhouse will blow away. So those are some of the tips I wanted to give you guys. So what I did was I put cinder blocks all the way around the greenhouse to keep it down, so that the wind would not lift it up. Because if you don't, those stakes that you do use will loosen up eventually, and it will lift your whole greenhouse up. I've had winds come through which lifted up my whole gazebo that I had. It was really nice. I had it decorated nice, and we had a storm come through, and when I tell you, it lifted that gazebo up into the air and slammed it down, and the next day my gazebo was in pieces. So make sure that you are putting some cinder blocks down to hold your greenhouse, because if you don't, those stakes that you put in will loosen up and your greenhouse will be lifted and destroyed. So again, make sure when you purchase your greenhouse, and mine is a 7 by 10, 7 by 10 by 20. It's a nice size. I don't have a problem with the size of it. I love the size of it. But again, make sure you purchase an extra cover, because your cover will not last, especially if you're in a high climate, southern area. They won't last. Y'all see all this mess down here, and then I really have to hurry up and get the new cover on, because I don't want this plastic to hinder the growth of my food that I'm growing inside of here. So right now my manpower is out there getting ready to get it off and do what they need to do. So I definitely wanted to bring an update on this as well. And yeah, make sure you guys consider that. All right, family, so this is SEK, and again, we're prepping to get the new cover on, and hopefully this will be last a longer time than this cover that came with the greenhouse. Okay, so we're gonna get to it, and I'll bring you guys a finished product, and I hope this is helping you guys, and before you make your purchase, make sure you consider getting an extra cover. Okay, family, this is SEK the Homesteader. I'll see you guys back in a little bit. Peace. Peace, love, and life, family. SEK the Homesteader here. All right, you guys. We've been out in the yard getting some work done, cleaning up, moving things around, doing a lot of shifting. And I did wanted to share with you guys my update on my greenhouse cover. And this cover is a 4 to 6 year long-lasting cover. So I showed you guys in the other clip on how awful the cover had gotten throughout time. So this is what it's looking like right now, and since we're in here, I could give you guys an update on what's going on, what's growing. So over here we have kale, then we have some peppers and some carrots growing in here. This is the eggplant that I have moved. It's doing really well. This one seems like it is still struggling a little something, but overall this one is doing really good. And then I guess it's those beetles got in here and started gnawing, or it might be that moth nuisance, whatever it's called, I forget. But I also put some kale in this one as well. This one I sowed some carrots, and they are coming in now, and hopefully they won't hibernate, because last night it went down to 40 degrees. So hopefully these two pots will germinate with the carrots. And again, we have the variety of kale over here. We have some kale and also some pak choi over here. We had collards and kale. This was the collard tree, and it's still trying to birth out some collard greens over here, as you can see. Then we had cabbage, kale, more cabbage back there, collards. We have cabbage and broccoli right here. Those are the two pepper plants over here. They are doing so well. The jalapenos, let me back up so you guys can see, they're doing very well. And actually there are two different peppers in this pot here, this grow bag. And let me see if I can move this around so you guys can get a good look at it. Yeah, so there's two different types of peppers growing in this one, and it's doing really good. Okay, so again, that's the broccoli over there. This is the tomato plant, and I might have to self-pollinate. I'm going to try that tomorrow and see if we could get some fruit over here. And as you can see, I brought the fruit trees in. I brought the Awari Satsuma, the Marui, what is it, kumquat. I brought both kumquats inside. And remember, I told you guys that my pomegranate was struggling, so I pruned her all the way back, and y'all can see what she's doing. And someone did drop me a line and said that the wonderful pomegranate do go, what they said, semi-dormant. So I think that's what was happening. She had dropped all her leaves, and I pruned her back, and she started booming again. So I think she'll do well over the winter months. I think I already gave them another fertilize, some more fertilizer. I'm sorry, you guys. So they should be fine over the winter months. And I brought the pineapples in. So y'all see my pineapples are doing really well. I was going to take 2 of them in the house, but I would have to clean around my fireplace because I need to move some of my home decor around where my fireplace is at. So I might bring 2 of them inside. And there is my moringa trees, which I said that I was going to separate these, and I just have not done it yet. And I'm going to fertilize this one with some, what do you call it, Joel fertilizer with the little tablet things. I'll probably put 2 of those in that pot. And then over here we had, again, the pak choy. And so yeah, you guys, that's what it's looking like in the greenhouse. So let me explain to you guys what I did. If you order the greenhouse cover, make sure you get bigger than what you need, because my length wasn't long enough. So what I did was I pulled it as much to the front as possible to where I can seal it in at night, and left the back open. But as you can see, I used my glue top to seal in the back of it, being that I didn't have enough room down there. So y'all see what I'm saying? So I had enough width, but I didn't have enough length. And it's kind of tricky when you order it, because it's like you're going to get either one or the other, or you're going to get excess of both. So the next size, I think I got 32 by 25. So I had a lot left over on this side. So you see I rolled it up, put my little 4x4s to seal it down. I used some of the clamps on the back, and then on this side, we use some concrete blocks to seal it in. And I'll back up some more so you guys can see. But again, like I said, I didn't have a problem with the frame of the greenhouse. It was just that cover was just crap. It was just crap, y'all. So remember what I said. If you get a greenhouse, make sure that you get another cover, because the cover that comes with it, it is not going to last. Okay, family? And make sure you seal your frame down. Put some cinder blocks every other piece of frame of it, so that when that wind comes through, it will not lift your greenhouse up. Okay? So this is what it's looking like, and I am very pleased with it. We had to hurry up and get it up and get out of there, because it was hot even without having a heater in there. So this should last us, I would say, I'm thinking that we could hit 6 years with it, because it is a heavy duty plastic. Okay, family? So these clamps right here are very heavy duty clamps. These were 99 cents at Lowe's. You don't have to get the expensive ones, because they do have expensive ones that cost like $3-4. You don't have to get those. So I actually used 12, but I'm probably going to take 2 of these down and put them like in the middle, space them out down there like I have here, so that will keep the wind from beating on it, and it'll hold it tight. but for the most part it is very tight. Okay, family, so I hope you guys enjoyed this update on the greenhouse, and I will see you guys on the next video. This is SEK, the homesteader. Thank you for tuning in to my channel. Make sure you thumbs up, like, and subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next video. Peace.